Pakistan's capital is witnessing a political showdown on a mammoth scale. Imran Khan's supporters and PTI workers are rallying at the landmark D-Chowk in Islamabad as we speak. The situation remains volatile as protesters continue to clash with security personnel. Our correspondent tells us that few protesters have also targeted some of the media units, especially the buildings they have been housing in. 2 PTI workers and 5 security personnel have been killed in the clashes, and that started earlier today. As more protesters and supporters of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf gather in Islamabad, security personnel continue to fire tear gas and make public announcements. As per the latest, security forces have pushed back protesters from D-Chowk, restoring some law and order. Many protesters have moved to another location called the China Chowk now, after police and Pakistani Rangers dispersed them from D-Chowk. The government has invoked Article 245A, empowering the authorities to call the army to help the civil administration in maintaining peace in case of external aggression or threat of war. Army also has ordered to shoot at sight any miscreant or rioter. The protest march, led by Imran Khan's wife Bushra Bibi and the Chief Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, started on Sunday and reached Islamabad by Monday evening. Bushra Bibi has called on protesters to march peacefully, but the orders remain inconsequential. In view of the situation, authorities shut down all educational facilities across Islamabad and then banned gatherings of 5 or more people in the capital. The state has also suspended internet and mobile phone services in a few areas. The massive demonstrations that PTI refers to as its final call are calling for the release of jailed ex-Prime Minister Imran Khan. Now, Imran Khan, remember, has been in jail for over a year and faces more than 150 cases related to his time as Pakistani Prime Minister. The cases range from corruption to inciting violence and misuse of power. And to get us the latest, our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik is joining us on this broadcast from Ground Zero. Anas, what is the latest you're hearing from there?
Well, there is intense shelling that is currently being done right now as I talk to you. The PTI protesters that were pushed back, they're now coming back towards D-Chowk. There are helicopters hovering over. The shelling, there is a blackout around D-Chowk, what you see behind me, and the security forces are trying, if you hear tear gas shells being fired. In fact, I'll just get aside for the benefit of our viewers to give you a sense of our understanding of how it is right now at D-Chowk. What you see, those visuals, it's pitch dark, the visuals that you see, and time to time shells are fired. We're at a vantage point. There you go. There was another shell that was fired. So we're at a vantage point, and from there is where we are sort of trying to keep safe as we speak. But that being said, the police, they're trying to push back the protesters. The helicopters back in the air now, and the exact number of PTI protesters is still unknown. It's past sunset. It's dark now. What do the PTI exactly achieve or want or gain? Where is Chief Minister Khyber Pakhtunkhwa? Where is Bushra Bibi? Nobody knows. What happens next? Nobody knows. The challenge, of course, at hand, one is the resistance by the police personnel overhead, and the second is of course the second challenge is the colder temperatures. The Celsius drops to in single digits overnight. It's getting colder in Islamabad, so it's the PTI has already had a long day, so it will not be an easy ride out. So it remains to be seen what is PTI's plan of action going forward. You need safety gears, primarily because the shedding is so intense that anyone with weak lungs cannot survive. There you go, another shell that was just fired, if you could just hear. So it is ongoing time to time, and in the past 10 minutes or 15 minutes and so, this has just gone on to another level. Ananya?
Absolutely, Anas, and I was just going to ask you, as you rightly mentioned, the temperatures are dropping in Islamabad and the night is only going to get colder. Are you hearing anything on that front? What's going to happen overnight?
PTI says it wants to camp, but camp where? Nobody knows, because where they planned on camping, that has been emptied. The D Chalk remains empty. The entire Jinnah Avenue leading to D Chalk remains empty. The PTI protesters are about 2 kilometers or so from the D Chalk. So it remains to be seen where would the PTI protesters actually be camping. That is number one. And what would be the government's approach? As I said, that the government had already been gearing up for a crackdown. So that also remains to be seen. What sort of crackdown are we looking at? What sort of operation are we looking at? Is it an across-the-board operation? Will that be to disperse the crowd? Will that be to arrest the crowd? The answer to that will be known in a very short while from now as we progress more towards the night. Ananya?
Absolutely, seems like a worrying night, Anas. At least 7 people have already been killed so far. Thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast and getting us those updates. Anas, stay safe. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.